All right, let's get to 1-800-Flowers.com CEO Chris McCain. Chris, welcome. Look, cut flowers is a $1.3 billion industry nationwide. You guys are the retail King Kong. Tell us what you're seeing versus what the rest of the industry is seeing.
Well, we're very fortunate that as we look at what's happening with the flower shortages, which are a combination of several different factors, because of our size, because of our scale, because of the relationships we have with the farms and the retailers for over the 40 years that we're in business now, we're able to mitigate the problems that other competitors of ours are seeing.
Are you saying that because of your breadth, that you have worked so long? Because I want our viewers to know something. You guys have been in business for decades. In fact, you quit law school, and you and your brother, Jim, who we love Jim too, that you guys started a single flower shop and built it into this behemoth, that because of those decades of relationships, you're not seeing that problem?
That's right, Liz, because we put those relationships in. You know, you talk about my brother, he had a mantra that you do business second, you build a relationship first, because that always helps you to come around when times get challenging. So when the shortages came and when they first really started to hit the market this past May, when we anniversaried the fact of the pandemic, because when the pandemic first hit, many of your big box retailers, your supermarkets, et cetera, cut back on their demand, and their demand dried up. So then a lot of farmers that were supplying those retailers had to discard a lot of flowers, and therefore they didn't reinvest. They weren't sure what the future would look like. And that's bearing fruit now and showing some problems. But because of our experience working closely with them, we didn't do that. We planned for a future where we saw opportunity. And we're making sure that we're helping our florists around the country, getting them the access to the same farms and the same relationships that we've had for over 40 years now.
Okay, so you've mitigated the supply chain issue or the supply issue, but have you mitigated the price issue? You've got to be having to raise prices, have you not? I mean, isn't that something that you can't truly control?
Well, you can't truly control it, right, but you can mitigate it. You can look to see what you can do to handle pricing in different ways, making sure that we're getting a different quality product to our florists, a different design perhaps to our florists, so that they don't have to pay the same prices, that exorbitant prices that other people are having to pay. Keep in mind, a lot of this is caused by supply shortage, but so much of it is also caused by freight challenges in the logistics pipeline right now. So we're making sure that we're working with our vendors like FedEx to mitigate those challenges. So the last thing we ever want to do is pass price increases onto the competitor because we're not able to manage it. Our job is to manage through these things and make sure that our consumers are there and can still utilize our products to express, connect, and help them express and connect themselves.
Talk to me a little bit about some of your other non-floral businesses. You own Harry and David. You guys have the popcorn factory, Sherry's Berries. I would imagine that some of those issues, whether it be the droughts or the wildfires, are affecting the materials or the products that go into all of these names.
You know, once we got into the agriculture business with Harry and David, we've learned a lot. We've learned a lot last year on how to work when the fires through the Rogue Valley and destroy so many homes of employees of ours. And then to see the outpouring of support that the team does to help our employees get back into their homes, it's just tremendous. But to see what devastation that could have to an agricultural community is just tremendous, and it's very difficult. Working with our orchardists out in the Rogue Valley in Oregon to make sure that we have water supply in the midst of the drought, making sure that we're getting the water we need out of the Rogue River to supply the great Comise pears that we bring to market. So there are so many moving pieces, but I'm so proud of the operations team that we have in place here that is so experienced. And you talk about that, Liz, earlier. That means a lot. It means so much when you have people that can plan for things like this as best you can. You know, Mother Nature doesn't let us plan for everything, but you do have contingencies in that you can pull when something happens.
Well, I hope some of your staff or all of them get paid in stock, because at 2019, you guys were an $11 stock. You're at about $31 now. I'd call that a decent move. Chris McCain, great to have you. Thank you so much.